What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel for another video. I have a highly requested video for you guys today, and this video is going to be dedicated as far as booking loads. So for me, I use the Truckstop app to book all of my loads. So I wanted to go ahead and make this into like a two-part video and show you guys basically how to use Truckstop, and then also how do you call on loads and book loads. All right, so first thing we'll do is go ahead and look at Truckstop. I kind of want to show you guys how to navigate, or how I navigate through Truckstop and how I find my loads, and then from there we'll go ahead and possibly Monday we'll go ahead and try to book a load live for you guys. So without anything further to do, let's go ahead and look at Truckstop. So I'm gonna screen share with you guys and show you guys how I navigate. All right, so this is the Truckstop load board. So before I actually start, I just wanted to say is that Truckstop load board does have a monthly subscription. The monthly subscription that I pay for is $159. That is the highest one that you can get. This is where it gives you live updates, or live like a live load right when it gets posted. So I don't have to wait a certain amount of time before I actually see the load. I can see the load as soon as the broker posted. I can see the load. All right, so you do have different ones. I want to say like the medium one is like I think it's $99, and the middle package I want to say is like $129 or $139.99, somewhere around there. But you have to wait a certain period of time. So say for instance, if you get the basic one, I want to say it's like 5 minutes. The other one is like 2 minutes or 1 minute before you can actually see the load. So for me, I can get the live load, so I can basically get first dibs on that, on the loads. All right, and let's go ahead and start. So top left corner here, you have your menu page. So this is basically things that you can do in that menu tab. All right, what we want to go ahead and do first is select our origin. So what I'm gonna do is, since I'm in Greensboro, North Carolina right now, that's the city and state that I'm gonna go with. If you see here, you have your pickup. So this is where you basically will pick up at. And then now we want to select states that we want to go to. So let's just select a few states here. So we're going to select Alabama, Arkansas. Let's do Florida, Georgia. Let's do Illinois, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Mississippi. Kind of keeping this more south, a little bit of north. Ohio, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas. Let's do Virginia. All right, let's save those. All right, so now you see here it's showing 1,272 loads. But these are also going with all kind of different things. So if you see below the state, and you have your date, but you also have FC or FSD. So FSD is basically a flatbed step deck. So what we want to do is we want to adjust some of these things here. You have like van, you have flatbed. So let's adjust some of these and also select some dates. So we're gonna go to our filters tab. We're gonna select today and tomorrow. And now it went down to 690 loads. Let's also select our equipment. So anybody that is in Hotshot, what you want to select, you don't want to just go with just Hotshot. You also want to pick up loads from actual flatbed. So F stands for flatbed, and you definitely want to know your abbreviations on them. You also want to do flatbed and step deck. And then you also want to go to Hotshot. All right, so we're gonna do those three. For RPM, rate per mile, I normally keep that blank. Modes, I keep those blank as well. Trailer options, all of these are gonna be blank. Rate, I keep blank. The weight, for the weight that I normally do is, for myself, I try to select weight at 5,000 pounds. Reason why is because I'm trying to partial it out. So what I want is, instead of trying to pick up full size loads, the best way to win in this business is partials. So you want to get partials that you want to put on your truck. You try to get 2, 3, 4, however many partials you can get on your trailer. And then from there, you'll make the most amount of money trying to go to at least the same routes to where you can drop off multiple loads in a day or a couple of days. All right. The last thing you want to select is the length, which I have a 40-foot. And now you see that 1200 that we saw on there with the loads and with my setup, we only have 17 loads that is posted right now. And that is actually live that we can actually call on. So from these loads, what you see, let's go to the first one, is Denver, North Carolina. That 75 is 75 miles of deadhead from Greensboro, North Carolina, where I'm at right now. So it's 75 miles to get to Denver, North Carolina. Then we're gonna go, it's wanting to drop off in Arthur, Illinois. This pickup is pickup for tomorrow. The miles to get from Denver, North Carolina to Arthur, Illinois is 711 miles, and that's estimated miles. This is for a hot shot load. The load is 1,700 pounds and 10 feet of deck space. This load is paying only $700, 98 cents a mile. So for this, what the reason why they're booking it or actually posting it for 98 cents is because of mostly just the length and also the weight as well. So they're wanting you or pushing you to kind of say, well, you know what, the reason why we're paying this amount is because, you know, we're wanting you to try to find another load. You know, hopefully you'll find another load, but you'll get this, or you're going that way already with a load, and this load can fit on your trailer. All right, so let's click on this one. So this is showing you the route at the top here. Let's see what this is. So the broker is Fifth Wheel Freight. And if you look here, if you do not have a factoring company, basically this load here will pay out 24 days. So once you drop off and you have your BOL signed, you would send this over to Fifth Wheel Freight without a factoring company, and you would basically wait 24 days to actually get paid. If you have a factoring company, you'll just send your factoring company the BOL, and you will get paid either same day or next day. All right, this is their MC, that's their dot number. This is the number here, and then there's most of the time there's going to be some descriptions. So this one is a load that does need to be tarped. They do have an extension. Only thing it says is that the load must be fully secured before and upon delivery. Must also accept macro point or any other type of tracking. So macro point is tracking. So basically they'll track you as you are driving, and you also need tarps. For this load here, I would say is that this is a cheap load. So anybody that is out there in the business or that is not in the business, this is a cheap load. For me, I would leverage tarps to try to get more money, and I will also utilize deadhead. So these are for me, this is leverage. So for me, as far as talking points, for me to get up and negotiate on the rate, I would go with, hey, you know, this load does need to be tarped, and I also have 75 miles of deadhead that just to go get this load. So these are the things I want to get compensated for when booking this load here. All right, let's go to another one. So this is Marion, North Carolina, going to La Porte, Texas. So this one here, it just says call for more info or email. This also is a load for Tuesday. It doesn't have the drop-off date. More than likely, it'll probably be either Thursday or Friday, just because of the mileage. And the one thing I wanted to show you on this load, as opposed to the other load, if on the other load, it did not have a truck stop rate estimate, which sometimes these estimates can be a little over, but it's a good reference point to utilize if you want to negotiate the rate. So they have it posted for $1,200. Truck stop estimated rate has it posted for $1,484. They're saying the estimated fuel cost, and this is the reason why I said it's kind of scaled a little high, because estimated fuel costs, I'm not sure how they rate that. If you're just dead empty and you need to fill up and go to Texas, they're estimated to be $646, which it wouldn't be that much to actually get there. But I would say that's a great estimated rate that you can actually try to negotiate to get it up to when actually calling and trying to get loads. So let me click on this. So it's saying $1,200 is actually low. 1484 is is middle, and then 1901 is high. So those are some good estimates, or some basically some good points right here that you could use when trying to negotiate. And then you also have rate trend. So this is the rate trend that they have. So this is going to show you the last 4 months, or the last 3 months, I would say, and basically how rates are going. And again, this the reason why these rates are going down is because people are taking that $1.46, $1.18. They're taking those, as opposed to, you know, waiting or just letting the load sit. And the broker definitely has to end up going up on the price there. This one here, to me, is 975 pounds, 30 feet in length. So it is taking up 30 feet of deck space. That's another leverage point that I would use for this one. I don't know if it needs to be tarped or not, but they would definitely tell you if it does need to be tarped. That would be another leverage point. And then also 121 miles of deadhead. Other talking points that I'm gonna use as leverage to negotiate on this rate here. These loads here, if you look at it, it's 14 minutes ago. So this load has been sitting there for 14 minutes. The second load, the Marion load, is 14 minutes. The other one, 46 minutes. These are all leverage points that you could use as far as for negotiating. So if you see loads that are sitting there, so let's go all the way down. This load here, 5 hours ago. So if they needed this load truly moved in the morning, if I wanted to call on this load, I'm not going to take it for $1,000. What I would do is say, hey, you had a load that's been sitting here for 5 hours, and I know you need this load moved. To get it moved, this is what I can take. This is what I can accept as far as getting this load moved. 5,000 pounds, 40 feet in length. You're going 641 miles, and I also have 95 miles of deadhead. And then from there, you have your talking points to where they could move up on that $1,000, maybe go to 11, 12, 13, however much more they want to go up to on that. All right. That's pretty much it, guys. As far as that, I do want to show one other thing. All right. So last thing I wanted to show you guys is basically, let's just say if you have a load that you want to book, right? And you want to make sure that the broker is factorable. So there's sometimes, so I would say about 80 to 85% of the brokers are going to be factorable, but you will have a time where you would either book a load or you will check to see if the load, see if the broker is factorable, and they do not become, or they are not factorable due to, you know, whatever reason. All right. So let's just say, let me go to somebody I have not worked with. Trying to pick a good one. I think I have not used these people here. So this load here, I never worked with this broker, haven't heard of them, and I want to check to see if they are factorable. So there's one thing that you can do in TruckStop, which you can copy the MC. So the way I did that was basically selecting the 3 dots at the top right corner, and I do copy MC. What I'll do is go to factoring, and I will select here, and I will paste their MC number, select search, and then I would check, and they are approved. So I have had a time where I did book a load, and just because the load was really good, it was a really good load, I ended up booking it, got excited. You know, it's my first time as well, and I got excited. I booked the load with the broker, and ended up taking the load all the way down to its destination. And at the end of it, I ended up sending the BOL over to my factoring company. The factoring company came back with an email saying we cannot factor this broker's because they're unfactorable due to whatever reason. So I had to actually wait, which the broker they posted 20, it was 30 days as opposed to 24 days. It was 30 days for them to pay. And I believe we ended up working it out to where they paid me in 15 days. So that's another thing you want to do. So I normally do that either before I call or while I'm on the phone with the broker. I'll go ahead and check, but somewhere along the way, just depending on how it's going for that day, I'm gonna definitely check to make sure. If it's somebody I have not worked with before, I'll definitely check to see, hey, you know, I need to make sure that they're factorable so I can go ahead and send it to my factoring company, get paid, because I don't have time to wait 15, 24, 30 days to get paid. All right. So those are just some of the basics as far as with the load board. And if you guys want more, if you guys kind of want me to go through some of the menu options there, I can in another video. You guys can just comment down below and comment. I can't talk today. So if you guys are looking for me to go more in depth as far as with Truck Stop Load Board, I can just leave your comments down below and I'll post another video basically kind of going through a little bit more details as far as for Truck Stop Load Board. But what I'm gonna do is go ahead and now I'm gonna show you guys how to book a load. All right, what is up, guys? So it is actually the next few days. I'm actually in Charlotte right now and there's a flood warning, so it's storming like crazy out here. But just for this video, we still want to make this call. So I want to get back home because it is storming out here. So I want to take a load out here to go back home. So I found one in Charlotte that I want to call on, but I need to make sure that it's available and that the broker is factorable. So let me do that, and then I'll come back and show you guys basically what it looked like when I get on the call to call a broker to try to book a load.
On the wait, picks up today till 3, delivers tomorrow between 8 and 10.
Okay, sounds good to me. I have 30 feet of deck space. I'm empty right now, and I have tarps.
I got you. What would you need to move it?
Let's see, because it's 84 miles. I'm in Charlotte right now, so it'd be 84 miles of deadhead going there. Can we do 600?
Yeah, I know I want to be able to get up that high. I could probably get him to do like 450 if that works for you.
Can we do 5 to meet in the middle?
What's your MC number?
Yeah.
Enterprise LLC?
Yes, sir. I think we done loads for you guys before.
Looks like I would have to get you guys set up. Give me 1 second. Let me see if we can get it approved, okay?
Okay.
You said you're empty, ready to roll?
Yeah, I'm empty right now.
I would have to get you set up on highway. Would that be an issue?
Nah, that's not a problem. I've done highway before.
All right, give me 1 second.
All right, y'all. So the load is 1,100 pounds. It's gonna take up 30 feet of deck space. So I tried to go a little higher, just because I had this load that went to Charlotte. It went from Atlanta. Yes, sir.
All right, I just gotta get you set up. I got it approved for the 500 for you.
Okay.
Is the email still? It looks like it's a part or APAT trucking 1@gmail.
Yeah, APA trucking.
APA.
Yeah, I know they probably lowercased it, so.
Yeah, they did. APA trucking 1@gmail.
That's it.
All right. And then will you be the driver on this one?
Yes, sir.
You said you do have a 30-foot hot shot with the 6-foot or 8-foot tarps to tarp it.
Yeah, I got a 40-foot hot shot.
All right, perfect, man. And then what's your best callback number?
It's gonna be.
All right. And you're gonna be the driver on this one?
Yeah, I'll be the driver.
All right, perfect, man. I got it pulled off for you. Once you fill out that highway packet, I can get that rate count over to you.
Okay, I'm doing it right now. I just got it, so I'm about to fill it out right now.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
All right, appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, y'all. So basically, that's how you do it. So what they'll do is, in most cases, they'll go ahead and reserve the load for you. You'll fill out the carrier package. So this one is with Highway. So mine will already come up once I put in my MC. I'm gonna go ahead and fill out this package. Most of the time it's quick. once you have all your stuff. So I can't show you guys this package though, because in a way, so it's asking for my notice of assignment, which I got in there. All right, looks like this one's gonna be pretty quick. This ELD part is, so like I was saying before I jumped back on the phone, is I kind of scaled it from what I just picked up already. So this one, it's a little bit shorter of a distance because it's only 158 miles, but I have the deadhead miles, which is 84 miles. So it's going to make the trip about the same as me going from where I just came from. So I picked this one. I picked that load up that I just dropped off. I picked it up in Beaufort, Georgia, going to Charlotte, North Carolina. So it was about, I think, right at 4 hours. So this one will probably be around the same thing, about 4 hours as well. But it was only 78 pounds compared to 1,100 pounds. So that load, I got paid $500. They had it posted for $450. So the same thing that he said was like, hey, we can only do about $450 on it. I'll go ahead and let them know, like, I want to get $600 out of this load. So I'm always going to try to go up higher than what they're originally going to post it. Or this one, it didn't have a rate posted. So of course they willing to negotiate. It's taking up 30 feet of deck space. The other load was only taking up 20 feet, but it was a one little tube. So maybe 2 feet or something like that. I don't even think 2 feet. I would say maybe 12 inches in width and maybe 15 feet in deck space. So of course I can move that anywhere I want to put another load on there, which that's what we did yesterday. So we had 2 loads yesterday and we got a load today. Charlotte is dry, to be honest with you. It's dry right now. There's only 27 loads that's showing on here right now. Actually, it went up to 30. And I got like 17 states in here. So out of 17 states, they only have 30 loads. And the loads that they have posted on here, I mean, I think the highest load, which is going to Knoxville from Greer, South Carolina, it's 5,000 pounds paying $277. That's probably going to be the highest paying load. Everything else is cents. Well, there's one on here. It's $3.93, 1,300 pounds. Florence it's going to go the opposite way of where I want to go. Trying to find if there's another load that I could put on here, but I'm not seeing anything because I would have to put in at least 10 feet of deck space, and I don't see anything else. So it's dry right now in Charlotte, but that's the way I do it. Is I kind of based it off my last load again. So the weight, of course, is not going to be the same, but that's 1,100 pounds, which is not a lot of weight. And then the 30 feet of deck space. So I knew they were going to try to go low on it just because it's only 158 miles. And they only going to pay you for those miles. So they're saying, hey, we can pay you $2 on this for 158 miles, which is going to pay out around this amount. And I try to go up on that. So that's how I do it. And, you know, we got the load for 500. So we try to meet in the middle. So I never try to take exactly what they give. I always want to try to at least go up. Whether it's $50, $100, or $25, I'm always trying to go up on the rate. So we got it for 500. So we just had the load yesterday for 500, and we also had another load yesterday for 200. So I mean, it's still not a great week because again, we shoot for $1,000 a day. So yesterday we had 700. Today we'll probably end up getting 500. I'm gonna keep looking at the load board to see if there's anything else. But right now, from what I see with this storm, there's nothing out here. So what we'll try to do is find something for the weekend. So this is the reason why I probably worked the weekend, is because I didn't hit the goal, or not even close to the goal of what I wanted to make this week. So we'll look for a load for tomorrow and see if we can work the weekend, and we'll go from there. But yeah, that's it. That's how you guys, this is how we book loads. I'm gonna finish out this carrier package. We'll get the load and take it back to Georgia. All right, so once you get the carrier package filled out, what will happen is that you will get your Raycon sheet. You will have to sign the Raycon sheet, which I already signed it. So they'll email you the Raycon sheet, basically showing you what the rate you guys agreed on. And it'll kind of give you like a description saying like, hey, this is where you are going. It'll say, you're going to this part of South Carolina. You're going taking this to this part of Georgia. It'll have the weight, it may have your dimensions on there, but mostly what you want to check is making sure that the load that you get is exactly what they put on the load board. So it's 1,100 pounds, 30 feet in length. So when I go to the actual pickup, that's what it's supposed, so somewhat it's supposed to be, right? It may be a little over, it may be a little less, or it may be right there, but 30 feet of length, 1,100 pounds, and you picking up this product. So I think this was like insulation it was supposed to be. So that part. So once you sign the Raycon sheet, what will happen is that they're going to send you another sheet where it's going to have the actual address on there. So that's what I'm waiting on now. But you want to make sure you check the dollar amount that you agreed upon, which I just got now where I'm actually going. So this is where I'm picking up, and that's where I'm delivering to. So yep, so now I just gotta go to this place to go pick up. All right, so you want to make sure that the rate that you actually that you put on there, that it is on your Raycon sheet. You also want to make sure that your the load that you booked for, that you saw on the load board, is the actual load that's on the Raycon sheet. And then from there, once everything checks off, making sure that everything lines up, your basic information, all of that looks fine, your company and all of that, you go ahead and sign, and then they'll go ahead and send you the actual load track, which the load tracker is going to have the actual address and the place that you're going, and the address for the pickup and the address for the drop off. And then from that point, you just go ahead and head there to your pickup. Once you get to your pickup, you'll just, whoever you see, maybe it's an office or maybe somebody on a forklift or just somebody, one of the team leads or something like that. Maybe you're just standing out there and you'll just say, hey, I'm here for a pickup and I'm going from here to this part of Georgia. More than likely, 9 times out of 10, that'll just work. Sometimes they will ask you for a pickup number. So your pickup number will be on your Raycon sheet. So your Raycon sheet, the thing that you sign, you'll have a copy of that in your email, and you'll just say, hey, this is the pickup number that is on the actual Raycon sheet. And then from there, they'll find your load, get you loaded, and then you go ahead and head to your drop off from that point. Once you get your load loaded, what will happen is that once you secure it, or maybe when they put it on your actual trailer, they'll go ahead and get some paperwork for you, which is called a BOL. You'll get your BOL, you'll sign, they'll sign, and then you take that BOL. I normally put it in my binder here, and then I'll have my BOL with me. And once I get to my drop off, I pull out my BOL, and once I get unloaded, I'll have whoever unloaded me go ahead and sign the BOL. I send it to my fastener company, I get paid. So once you do it, man, it's really like a seamless process. Thank God that the carrier package wasn't lengthy at all. All the stuff was already pre-filled out, so it didn't take long for that at all. But yeah, let me go ahead and get to the pickup, and I'll show you guys what the load looked like, and then we'll head over to Georgia from there. All right, I'll see you.